Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Blossom the Seed of Life. Well, we got blue sky. Look at that. It happened. Even some clouds up there. And while that was happening, I got my little drone to go out and collect resources. So, behold, my stuff. Anyway, I figured out a few things with the help from the dev. So we're going to get some more plants made, more trees made. We're going to open things up. The testing facility quest we're going to do. We're going to get the T2 rover and hopefully unlock some more goodies. There's a lot to do, so let's get stuck in. Right, I figured some stuff out with the sprinkler. The sprinkler stopped working from time to time. The power stopped. The water production stopped. It wasn't working even though I seemed to be getting enough power. But it's because it was a little bit sporadic and that big generator kept running out of water and it didn't go well. So I fixed it by adding some storage and a couple of wind turbines just to keep things going. So we're going to head out and we're going to sort out the other one out in that direction. But first, I need to break this down and I just want the battery. Just the battery. Well, it seems I can't select just the battery. So I'm just going to deconstruct the whole darn thing. And I hope I get the battery resources back. I do. I'm going to leave that silver there for a second. And we're going to hop in here, go to vehicle, and get Rover T2. Ooh, this isn't a rover, this is a tank. Wow, that's pretty nice. Alright, now we can collect that silver wire and go and drop it off. My goodness, this is pretty incredible. And we'll just plug this in. Then we're going to hop back in. And we're going to put two T2 battery modules on here. So one there and one over there. I wonder if that's the right thing to do. Don't know, but it's happening. And then I'm going to charge this guy up. So there we go. Now, maybe not the best time of the day to charge them up. Now my batteries are still fine. Yeah, now I'm good. And I think I'm going to just get two more power cells. I feel like I might need them. Okay, so that's two more. So our quest at the moment is to make it rain. We're 2% on our way there. And then we have the testing facility quest. We got to open the storage wagon. As it turns out, that little thing over there is the storage wagon. And it requires 3 items to be put into it. So if we get into the right position, it requires grass, oleander, and aspen tree seeds. I've already put a grass seed in here to get the ball rolling. And I've rebuilt this collider because I missed something really important. But I'm not going to run this until the sun comes up because that could be bad. Is this still running? It is plugged in. It's not running. Well, I got a whole bunch of carbon rods over here, so I'm going to pick up just one for... Oh, it stops working if this gets too full. Anyway, I'm going to bring that over to... Hang on a second. I need to get 2 of them. So I'm going to bring these over to our seed synthesizer. And we're going to do a wildflower seed. So that seed's getting done. And then we're also going to do a sunflower seed. Now these are the last 2. So we have those 2 seeds. Now we can come over to the small collider, add them in, and that's going to start going. Is it? Well, doesn't seem to be moving. Try again. Oh, right. All right. I've actually already done this. And once you put those 2 in, this will start moving. And it will give you the next thing that you need. And that is under shrub Flora. It is the ground clover seed. Alright, so I don't really need these. I'll save them for another occasion. We may have a need for them later, so those will be stashed away. But now I don't really need this at all anymore. It's done, so I can remove it. And that is finished. And then we can take the plug and plug it into this one. And I'll go and drop these items off that I don't really need to be carrying. There you go. So now we're going to use the big one. The first thing that we do here is we come over to the seed synthesizer and we need 2 carbon rods for ground clover. So we're going to pick up a couple and I'm going to pick up a few more. That's 5. I'm going to need 1 more after this because we need 2 ground clover seeds. So this will be the first one and then another ground clover. We have those now, and now we can drop those into the bigger synthesizer, the bigger collider, and that's going to start moving. Then we'll need a few more, and we'll wait for this to finish. So while that's doing its thing, we can just head over here and look at our progress. So right now we're at 14,800, on our way to 20,000 to unlock the genetic collider 3 and the sprinkler T3. That should make a big difference. Right, we've discovered the oak tree seed. So we need to head over here. We need to make another ground clover. So we have that, and we need to make an oak tree. And we're going to take those two, we're going to pop them in here. So that's the trick. I'll have all of these plant and tree recipes over on my Discord at some point. And right, we've discovered the oleander seed, and that is the seed that we need for that wagon. So we will go and get the oleander seed, and then we'll go and plug that in. There's one more seed after that. It's going to take a short while to get to. So we're going to do some other stuff in between, instead of just hanging around here making seeds, but we can put the oleander seed in, and that's 2 of the 3 done. Now we just need to get to the aspen tree. It's not too far away. There's a bit of research to do. Anyway, I want to take a ride in our new vehicle, because this thing looks amazing. So we can hop in, and oh, there. It is pretty big, and it is faster. Okay, so let's first head over to this sprinkler, because this is where I first spotted the problem. Everything stopped, and all the grass and flowers receded, and then it was flat again. So basically what was happening, every time I put a seed in, I thought the number at the bottom of the sprinkler was showing me production, but it wasn't. It was showing me power usage. So if we hop out here, oh, it's quite nice in this area. So we go over here, somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. So at the top, it's showing that we have 100%, and that is water. Below that is the power. We're using 7.2 per second. Now that poses a problem, because this machine here creates 20 per second. And this pump over here is using 15 per second. Just to confirm that, we'll run over to our printer. The water pump T3, it uses 15 power per second. So there was a shortfall, but it's sporadic. It doesn't happen all the time. So what I did was I put a battery in here, and I put a water tank in here, and that has solved the problem. So we are getting water and electricity full time. Now I need to do that at the other sprinkler so that that's actually working, because I imagine that's off as well. Now I have to say, this vehicle is very nice. It's not quite as zippy as the other one was, but it is pretty cool. Now before I fix that area up, there's a place I'd like to get into, and I just need to remember where the heck it was. Yeah, and I'm going completely in the wrong direction. So we're heading to the other sprinkler, which is north of our original base. Now it may not be on your playthrough, because I think the map is procedurally generated. Could be wrong. Oh, actually this place is fine. Huh. Oh, because I have a water tank here already. I don't have power, but I have a water tank, so maybe you don't need the power storage, you just need the water tank. Well, that's fine. Then I don't have to worry about that. So I was going to put a couple of wind turbines in there, but we have this place that I can unlock, and it needs 1,000 power. All right, and it's got some nice looking vehicles in it. So let me pull around to the front door, which is over here. Head over to my printer, and I get a battery module. No, not the module. That's the wrong one. I want the T3 battery, and we're going to shove one down over here. And then I've got materials on my vehicle that I was going to use for wind turbines at that sprinkler, which I don't really need anymore. So I will bring them here. So printer module, wind generator T2. Oh yeah, I was going to put the T2 wind generators in because the T3s are too tall for the sprinkler. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we can plug one in the meantime, and that immediately starts ticking up. I've got stuff for extenders, but only the big extenders, so we'll put one of those in. Power extender 3. This is very temporary. I'm going to break all this down as soon as we open, so we'll put this over here. Grab ourselves another wind generator. Swing it out over here. I don't know how important this. We're going to unplug this, plug it in here. I'm just doing 2 because change where this plugs in. I'm doing 2 wind turbines just to have this happen a little bit faster, because we're going to need to completely full that battery. And it's up to 200... Oh, wait, I should plug these in, right. It's up to 231, and it's climbing fast. So as soon as this is full, I can plug it into here, and we can unlock the door and see what's in this place. That battery looks like it is just about full. Yep, we're almost there. So now I can take this, plug it in here, and open the door. So the door is charging, and we're in. Okay, this door is really slow. Like really slow. Alright, it's open. Oh, we can drive these. Alright, so we have some data recovery terminals. Let's hop in there. Chapter 5, the end. Memory 41. The light was brighter than anything I'd seen. A star. Oh wait, hang on. We've had this one before. Okay, so that's done. And then this one. There we go. I can choose now to rebuild everything as it was or to try again differently. I don't know if I act because I was programmed to or because I remember her. And all of them. Yeah, we've had that one before as well. But strangely, that is all the memories from Chapter 5. Alright, well, we could open the other door. We're charging, so we have to wait until it's 1,000. We'll open the other door, then we have access to both of these vehicles. But let's hop in one and take it out for a drive. Oh, and it goes 18 miles per hour. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is nice for exploring. Oh, it's fun and it hugs the ground pretty well. Well, we have a bike. We had a bike until it got stuck on this nothingness. Very well then. You can just stay. I'll hop off. And we'll open the other door. That means I'm gonna have to come back here and fetch one of these. Take it back to base with us. Yeah, this bike is going nowhere. It's stuck here. Well, that's a bit sad. Alright. Well, we've got access to another one if we need it. So I'm gonna use this power to charge myself up and to charge the vehicle. It's not going to use everything, then I'll just start breaking down. So we'll get rid of the wind generators and we'll grab all the goods and we'll go and put it on our trailer and get rid of the battery. Cool, so that's done and there's no blueprints in here. Right, so back in we go. I'm going to head back to base and we can sort out those seeds and get that storage wagon open. Right, we're home. Okay, now I'm not going to do the seeds right now because it's nighttime. And those colliders chew up power. So let's have a look at where we are. We're getting to the 20,000. We do need to get the genetic collider T3 before we can do the other seeds. Or at least the other seed that we need. So I'm going to drop off these batteries because I don't really need them. And I'll start preparing. Let that carbon thing keep going. So we got the oleander. Now we need to make an oleander and an oak tree to get the next tree. So oak tree done and oleander done. Well, just about. And then we'll be able to put those two in here when the sun rises. I wonder if I should take the chance. It's 11 p.m. The batteries are doing fine. I did add a few batteries on. Wondering if I should take that chance. I don't see why not. Let's do it. So oak and oleander in. And you'll be able to watch the battery drain. Yeah, it's not going down as fast as I thought it would be. That's fine. We are going to need another oleander, so we might as well get that done now. So that's complete. And then we're going to need one of the seeds that we are researching here. And there you go. The fan palm tree seeds. So let's go and get one of those. Now in this shrub section, there aren't a lot. So we get through it pretty quickly. How are our batteries doing? We're still fine. Yeah, we're doing okay. And we'll need a fan palm. So we'll get that done. And we'll wait for this next one to arrive. So if we look in the seed synthesizer now, there are 3 more to get here before we can move on to the tree Flora. But I imagine that we'll need the collider T3 for that. And we're getting relatively close to it. And we've discovered the wild strawberry seed, and then we can hop in here, make... Oh, do I not have... I don't have carbon rods. Well, no problem. This thing is pushing out carbon rods like crazy. So, wild strawberry, and that's done, and we can go and plug those two in and start the next one. Power's still good. Awesome. So the aspen tree seed that we need for the storage wagon is available with the next collider. So we won't be able to make it here, but we can get pretty close. But very quickly, I'm just going to move my vehicle out of the way, just to here. Because I would like to do... Oh, there's the maple tree seed. Okay, we need to go and make that. Alright, so I've collected the carbon rods. And now we only have one left in this section. So we need the maple tree seed and the wild strawberry seed. And now that we have those, we can plug them in. Just like that. And this will be the last in the shrub section. So let's do something interesting here. I haven't done a habitat yet, so I think maybe just the printer. Yep. So we're going to go into the habitat section, and we've got lots of goodies. Now they all take iron ingots, except for the habitat room beta, which needs an iron ingot and an aluminium alloy. I think I have an aluminium alloy stashed. Do I? I thought I had one. Nope, I don't. But I can get the iron ingot started. So let me get some iron, and we'll need 4 of them. Okay, I'm going to need to send my guy out to go and fetch iron. Because if we're going to make a bit of a base here, oh dear, I didn't want to drop it off. I wanted to pick these up. Because if we're going to make a base, we're going to need quite a lot of iron ingots. Right, so, little drone guy. That's the one thing I didn't really concentrate on getting was iron. So we will, oh, there's the iron, and off you go. And then the aluminium alloy, I have enough stuff to be able to make that. There we go. And I think we're only going to need one of these because it's only the habitat that takes them. Alright, and we have the iron ingot. What is going on here? So, printer. Habitat room beta. Let's see that we all squared up. I think that's about square. We'll put that right. Wait, the door is over there. I want the door to be facing this way. So, yeah, something like that. Oh, mind you, it's doors all the way around. Okay, so we have a habitat room. It's not very big, and maybe this is the only habitat room in the game. I haven't found any others. Anyway, I need to bring power over here as well, so that won't be a problem. I've got an extender over there. Let's see if we can put a door on this guy, and then we're obviously going to have to close these places with either doors or corridors. Or maybe those end caps. Come on, let me choose the printer. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there's where the thorium is. And this printer can actually reach our storages, so it's picking up the thorium. So we need the thorium for... Oh, we need quite a lot of thorium. And lithium. Oh, we need lithium for the jukebox. Luckily, I picked some up. But we do need a lot of thorium. Alright, rectangular door frame. That's the one I'm looking for. And we'll have the door come out. Why can I not put it there? Is it because of this? It might be because of this. Let me disconnect for a moment. And we'll try that again. No, it still won't let me put it there. That's where I want the flippin' door, and it won't let me put it there. And it's showing me that I can. Is this, does that mean I need to maybe just swing it around? Could be. No, it still won't go there. You know? Well, then it's going there. Alright. So, it's the beginning. This place will need power, it'll need water. Those connections are no problem. So, it wasn't this pipe that was causing the problem, so I'll just go and put it back in. And if I'm not able to put anything else in this slot, I wonder... Let's go and do some more. Oh wait, we've unlocked something, right? We unlocked a tree. It's the yucca. Okay, so we're going to need... To advance to the next stage, we're going to need a yucca and a maple. So let me get those done. And these take 2 carbon rods each, just by the way. Whereas the flowers only took 1. Right, so those are done. Wait, did I just do 2 yuccas? No, I've got the right ones. I don't believe that we can do them in this. Oh, we can. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, this is going to unlock our first tree. Wait a minute. Can we do trees in this one? I don't think we're going to be able to do the next one. Okay, well, while that's going, we have... Wow, we got a lot of iron all of a sudden. I think maybe I should just let this guy stop for a bit. Yep, there's a lot of iron now, so we'll make some more. Let those get done. I think maybe what I'll try and do is put a little corridor in here. Maybe if a corridor goes in, then we can put a door on the end of the corridor. But I don't know why it wouldn't allow it. Just to be safe, I'm going to disconnect that. And what I'll do is just connect it through. I do have enough stuff to put an extender in here for the power. So we'll get one of these in. And we can put that right over here. Plug that in to there. And then we'll grab this one. And I do believe we've finished our tree. And that should be an acacia tree. So that can go in there. So if we hop in here and we go to Flora, the acacia tree is done. We need 3 carbon rods. Are we actually able to use that for the trees? I did not know that. Anyway, we only have 2 carbon rods right now. Never mind. We have a third one. So we'll grab that. Let's see if we can do Okay, we've got that seed. Let's see if we can put it in here. No, we can't. Okay, so we need the next step up. That is the Collider 3, which is coming pretty soon. We're about 1,000 away. And we can get the Genetic Collider 3. Good. We are ready for it. Let's carry on building our base. So, base building. I'm gonna go with a rectangular, let's see. A rectangular corridor segment A, B, C looks nice. It's got windows. And wow, okay, that one actually goes on. Hold on. Let's try and get it to snap right there. Alright, well that's fine. Can I remove this door then? Hello. Oh gosh, won't let me remove the door. That's fine, we can have a second door. As long as I can put a door on this end. So, rectangular door. Yes, I can put a door on that end. Right there. Alright, well that's fine. So we'll build it. And now we have a door. And we can go in. And we can extend this place. We're going to want to put things inside here. What do we need for the crafting station? Crafting station, silica ingot, copper wire. I think I can do that. Right, so silica is here. We need one, so I'll take 2 of those. Right, silica ingot underway. And then copper wire. And I have a few of them. But there's the silica ingot. And we can do the crafting station, and we'll put this in the front room. And we don't have to have it in the middle of the floor. That's good. So we will rotate until we have about the right angle. I think that's it over there. And we'll put that there. Super. Oh, right. I need to get to the plug at the back and plug that into somewhere. There's... Yep, I could have changed the position of this. Oh, hang on. That's going to delete the whole habitat. I don't want to delete the habitat. No, that's deleting the whole habitat. What the heck? I point at the door? No, what the heck? Alright, well, don't make a mistake. Let's check out the crafting station. Yeah, okay, now I can deconstruct it. I suppose it's fine if we have 2 doors. I'll just change the location of the crafting station. And I'll put it on this side where the power is. So, the angle is not exactly right. But I can get in there and I can plug that into that socket. And that's it. Now, I don't know if we need water in the base, but I will grab a pipe and we will... Oh, wait, hang on. That's not where it goes. Where does the water connection go? It is the water connection. Why won't it let me select it? Maybe if I approach it sneakily. Nope, it won't let me select that one. And that is the one that I want to select. Now, for some reason, it just wants to connect to that extender. So, let's see if we can move this. And I needed to realign it anyway. So that can go there, and then we'll move this one as well. We'll position this one, something like that. Now can I do this? No. Alright, well, not doing that then. It's coming around here maybe? There. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'd have a door over here as well. But now I've got this flippin' pipe in the way. Oh well, I suppose that happens. Oh good, we're very close now. So basically that means that we no longer need this collider. So, I'm going to delete it. We have done everything that we can with it. And we can go and grab some more iron. Get ourselves a couple more ingots going. Okay, so I can see this one from the inside. I can't see it from the outside. Now, I couldn't tell you what the heck is wrong with it. Wonder if I shouldn't just move this. I wonder if I shouldn't just move this across. Oh, there we go. We have finished oxygen stage 5. Let's put this over here. I'm going to have a pipe across the front of this, and I was thinking maybe I will put a door over here, and then we can extend out that way if we need to. But, oh, I don't actually want to put an end cap on right now, because if I do, I may not be able to delete it. I can't select this door to remove it, so once the door's in, it's in. So we'll get another door and slap it on over there. So now we have 3 entrances, and then we can extend out from here. Not sure if we can just add another habitat straight onto this, or do we have to have a corridor? I'll have to test that. But more important things to do. So we have completed stage 5. Let's get those blueprints and go and check them out. So genetic collider T3 and sprinkler T3. Super. We can hop in here. Genetic collider T3 needs another radiation cell and another gold wire. That's easy to make. The sprinkler T3, 3 bloom cores. Piece of cake. I've already got one over here. I just need to break down one of those. Now let's go and see what the power usage is on that thing. because that is going to be the problem. Up to 12. Actually, that's not bad. I think I could do that. Yeah, I might have to put just a little bit more power infrastructure in, but I'll start off by replacing that one over there. But first, we need another gold wire. Oh, there we go. We have that and that. And I imagine this is going to be larger. Let's see if we can fit it into the same spot. It's very big, but I think we can. So I'm just going to pop it over there and plug it in. And I'm not going to start anything right now because this does look like it's going to chew a lot of power. So let's see the power consumption. Oh, it's only an extra 1. All right. So for this first recipe in this machine, we only need 1 seed. And that is the one that we printed, the acacia. So we can put that in. Oh, wait, I lie, it's 2. 2 acacias. And it's fine because I have a few things. So we'll hop in here, we'll make an acacia. And we'll go and drop that in there. There we go. Now this is kicking off and the sun is coming up, so we'll be fine. Now we are going to need another acacia and we are going to need more carbon rods because I think these all take 3 seeds now. Yep. So we're going to need another acacia and one of whatever comes out of here, and that should be a birch tree. And this is very slow, which is fine because I have to wait for a carbon rod anyway. Yep, it's coming. Right, back to doing things here. Let's see, for another habitat, I would need to get another aluminium alloy. So we'll hop into this. I could have done it in my vehicle. That's okay. We got it. So the question is, can we attach a habitat to a habitat? So habitat room beta. Oh, it does look like we can. Actually, that's very nice. And there's the birch tree. Right, so we're going to build that. Okay, very cool. Let's go and see if we have a carbon rod yet. Yes, we do. Right, so now we can do the next one. And that's the birch tree. Well, it's 4 AM. The batteries are charging up. It's still very early. But we are only a few trees away from being able to open that storage wagon. Anyway, let's drop these seeds in and let that get going. And I'm going to pick up some more iron because we're going to need a few more pieces. And we'll get these in. Alright, so I think this will be our little entertainment room. That means we're going to need to have a jukebox in here. And that's going to need the thorium. No, actually, that's going to use the lithium. Cool. We will do that. We'll stick the jukebox. Which is the front? Looks like possibly that side is the front. And we can drop that in over there. Look at that. We got a jukebox. Does it have a... It doesn't have a power connection. And then we can get a table. I want a table... Get a decent sized table in here, and we can do this at an angle just because. And I've only got 1 thorium left. I'll have to pick some up when I go out. So let's get the fancy looking chair and we can pop this at the table right there. Look at that. We got a habitat and it's got some goods in it. Very cool. I'm just going to queue up some more of these because we're probably going to extend and have a sleeping habitat as well. Right, how are we doing? We have finished that next seed, which is the red elm. So we'll need a red elm and a birch to get the next one. We're not terribly far away now, but the carbon rod production is slow when we need 3 at a time. And there happens to be one lying over here. It's, wonder how that got there. Any more? Maybe some that got flung around? Well, that's fine. So let's hop in here. We'll do the red elm. And we're going to have to wait for a few more carbon rods. Man, I got the alignment of that habitat completely out. Well, that sucks just a bit. Anyway, let's see what we need to make the sprinkler. Alright, so it's 3 bloom cores. I have 1, so we'll pick that up. I'm going to drop the seed off. We'll come back for it. If I break down that T2 sprinkler, maybe I should take a couple of solar panels. Actually, I've got a couple of wind turbines queued up on my wagon anyway, so we can put those in. So let's head out. We'll go over to that one over there and replace that T2 with a T3. Good, we are here. Okay, this might be a bit tricky. No, not really. We can see the stuff. All right, I'm going to need to get rid of all the seeds. This is a small problem because I don't have space. But I think my printer will pull stuff off of the wagon storage anyway, so that should be fine. Although I don't have enough to pick up those last 2 seeds. So let's clear a bit of space. We'll make another battery. Battery T3. I'm going to pop that over here. And we'll swing it around. Pop it in there. We'll get this plugged in to there. And there it goes, starting to fill up. And maybe get those wind turbines in as well. So wind generator T2. We can put one out over here. And another one close to it. Over there. Now we'll need to add another extender as well. So power extender 3. We're going to put it over there. And just plug everything into it. And that is the last one. So we've got more power production. I mean, these are not producing enormous amounts of power. But actually, no, I lie, it is. It's full power, 4 per second. So that's an extra 8 production, which is more than the 4 we need for the next generation of sprinkler. So let's disconnect this. Pick up these last 2 seeds. Oh, I can't. I need to offload. Right, that is sorted out. So, deconstruct. And that's done. Pick up these last 2, and then we go build. And you see everything just disappears. Head over to the printer. Water. No, it's not water, it's this one. Sprinkler T3. Just want to see the difference. It's a 200 range. 18 storage slots. Oh, so we can plant some really cool stuff in here. Okay, so that was the difference. Let's see if I can... Oh, yeah, I can. I can put it over here. We'll rotate something like this. Come on, let me put it down right there. This is quite large. We can plug the water in when it's finally built. Holy cow, look how long that arm is. Plug that in. Okay, so you can hear everything stopped. That means we're not getting any water production. And that's basically what the tank is for. Anyway, we need to put the flowers back. I might actually skip putting the grass in because that does kind of make things very difficult. So we'll put the grass seed in there and take that seed. Okay, and then we can go and load all of these up. And we can put a heck of a lot of seeds in here. Alright, and they're starting to grow. Awesome. So we'll come back and we'll put some shrubs and trees in here eventually. And also just check that everything is still running. But back to base. Hang on, that arm almost reaches the base. Wow. Alright, that's cool. I can plug my vehicle in to give that a little bit of a charge. Let's go and see if we've got any carbon rods available. Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to pick up that red elm. And we need to make a birch. So we'll get that done. And then we're going to take both of these seeds and drop them in here. And that will start moving. That'll take us to the next tree. And after that, only a couple more to go till we have the tree that we need. The Aspen. We are going to need a red elm for the next stage. And then the new tree that comes out of here, we'll need one of those. Let's go and see how things are increasing over here. Yeah, not fast enough. We need to get to 210,000 ppm before we can get the genome decoder and the embryo incubator. And then we can, I suppose, get into making life, other life, animals and stuff. We have a pine tree seed unlocked and not enough carbon rods to do it. That's fine, we'll wait for those. In the meantime, I think I'm going to empty my cart off. Yeah, we've got lots of plants growing over there. Now, I do sort of regret not putting the grass in because the grass does make it look more full. You know, I have a couple of seeds and I don't think I planted the wildflower. Okay, we'll take the grass seed, we'll take the wildflower, and we'll go and plug those 2 in. I know it makes everything seem kind of busy and overgrown, but I think we probably need it. And I need to check on my battery levels and the water levels in the tower. It looks okay. Yeah, everything looks alright here. Alright, let's go and get those seeds in. I can't remember if I had a wildflower in here. I didn't. So we'll do a wildflower and we'll do grass. Let's see if it's giving any indications. I can't really see if it's using power or how much power it is using. No, it's not giving me that indicator like the previous one did. Alright, well, as long as everything is working, I'm happy. And the grass is already growing. And we're getting wildflowers as well. Now, we'll probably get much better results if we pop a few trees in there. We'll get to that. Right, we do have a couple more carbon rods. Perfect. Batteries are okay for 10 PM. Not too bad. Right, so I have a red elm. Let's get the pine. Good, and we'll plug those 2 in. And we'll let this run. And we have discovered the elm tree seed. Awesome. Yep. Short of carbon rods again. Well, while I'm waiting for the night to end, I'm going to go and pick up one of those bikes. I'm going to have to go on foot. And I'm here. So let's see if we can take this back without getting stuck. It's pretty fast. Oh, man, I hit a rock. Rocks hidden in the grass. Look at that. Now, this is pretty quick, so we can go out to locations quite easily. And there we go. We have our bike parked right here. Awesome. So how are we doing? Do we have some more carbon rods? We do. Not enough. We're going to need a bunch more. So we just discovered the elm. We'll need one of those. So that's the elm sorted. And then we're just going to have to wait for those carbon rods. I'm going to potter around here a bit. Grab some of these iron ingots and decide what we're going to do next. So let's see what we've got. And I'll stick with the rectangular stuff. A rectangular end cap. That looks like a window. Oh yeah, we can use one of those. And we're going to put it over here. Yeah, very nice. I'm going to leave this one accessible. Maybe I'll just have another one of these. Yeah, I'm going to put another one of these habitats right over here. And that can be our sleeping quarters. So I'll need an aluminium alloy for that. And that is that. I keep forgetting that I actually have a crafting station inside here now. Anyway, printer. You know, should I do another... should I plan to extend? Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I can. I'm going to do that. And then I'll build a habitat of that. Somewhere here? Yeah, that'll work. And, okay, well, we're clipping into the ground now, so that's not great. And I'll have to go out and fetch thorium. But I can put a couple of end caps on. Well, one for now. So we'll do that. Cool. Alright, well, we're going to have a little bit of a base. Not bad. I need to give that proximity charger a new location. Need to get a little closer to this. And it does look like we have a few more. Oh yeah. So we have the elm tree. We need a pine. So that's done. We'll plug those two in over here and then let them do their magic. And then we only need 3 more of those carbon rods and we can finally open that storage wagon. And our batteries are fully charged at 8 AM. That is very good. Right, we have discovered the aspen tree seed. And that is the one that we need. So I'm just waiting for those 3 carbon rods. We have one of them. And the second one's on its way. So if we hop in here now, we can see that the aspen tree seed is available. Now, I do have this random printer out here, so I'm going to break that down. And I'm going to see if we can build a printer inside our habitat. So there's the printer. And the answer to that is no, it cannot go inside. Alright, well, we'll cancel that. It's given us a couple of extra iron ingots. So we can close off the sleeping quarters. So one rectangular end cap over there. And then another one around the other side. Right over there. Good, so this is now closed off. And I can extend things out and put more habitats in. Yeah, pity about the grass clipping through. Anyway, what can you do? Right, do we have 2 more? We got one, and the next one is pretty close. And there it is. Right, aspen tree seed coming up. And there it is. We have an aspen tree seed. And now we can head over to this wagon for the moment we've been working towards. And there it is. And what has that given us? We've got a blueprint. Hovercraft. Oh, we get the trees. We get all the seeds back. Oh, that's nice. We got all the seeds back. Deploy unit. Hovercraft. Contains hovercraft. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look at that. Does it require power? I don't see a power socket anywhere. Does it use our backpack power? Oh, very cool. Yep, it uses our backpack power. Alright, so X to go up. Oh, this is flippin' nice. Alright, I'm going to have to figure out how to use this. But obviously we can't go too far. And we have a blueprint for it as well. So let's head over to our blueprint station. And now we'll be able to make the hovercraft. If we need to. There it is. Gold ingot, titanium ingot, 2 power cells. Well, we've got one, so we don't really need to. Hang on a second. Oh, those solar panels. Wait a minute. I'm fully charged. I don't know if those are solar panels. It might be, actually, because it's charging on its own. Oh, very nice. Alright, well, we're going to use it for the first mission. So, X to ascend. Oh, look at that. And now we can fly. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over here. Let's descend a little. Don't want to get hit by the sprinkler. And I'm going to put it down right over here. Super. And then I'm going to go and drop this aspen tree seed in here. There we go. We're going to start growing trees. And I do have an oleander seed as well. I don't want to put more grass in. There, that one. The oleander is a shrub, so we'll see. Oh, look at that. Aspen trees are very, very cool. All right, we're going to have to do... Hang on, not too high. Oh, that was a bit much. Okay, so if we give this a bit of a speed boost, we're going to go... Wow, this thing's fast. 59 miles an hour. We can get around the map really fast with this. This is fantastic. Right, we have a hovercraft. And it does actually keep us charged as well. And it's got its own battery. It has solar panels, so it charges itself. This is the ultimate vehicle for exploring. I just want to see if that tree made any difference to our terraforming. Oh yeah, it's going up way faster now. Oh, we're going to need more trees. And it just so happens we have some carbon rods, so let's go and do a pine tree. So we hop in here, pine tree or elm. Let's do elm. Right, that's done. Yeah, we're going to take our plane out again. Actually, this game becomes more and more fun. I have to get used to the buttons. The Z and the X for up and down. Not really great. Look at all those trees. Right, one more tree in here. There we go. And we should start seeing pine trees jumping up. Sorry, elm trees. There's one. Now, how's everything holding up here? Water tank is full. Batteries are still full. Okay, so we're okay now. And now we can turn around and head back. It was a little bit of a slog to get the seeds sorted out so that we could open that storage thing, but wow, was it worth it? Oh yes, this is amazing. I just want to keep flying this thing around. It flies nicely if you don't have to change the height. I'm just not used to the Z and the X. It's not natural for what I'm used to, but this is really cool. We can head out all over the place. And we get to the edge of things really quickly. Yeah, I can just fly over and go and see all the facilities that I might not have seen before. There's some thorium that I could maybe go and mine. I think we need some of that, so let's land over here. Oh, no. So let's land over here. Not sure if I'm able to mine this. No, I actually need the laser miner. I'm going to have to drive out here. Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, so this is really cool. This is great fun. Go and see the whole place. I don't know if... Oh, there might be an edge to the map. Yep, that's the edge. But I do like how fast it is. Ah, that's the place we're going to have to go. But I'm going to leave that for the next episode because we are pretty much out of time. So if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I think this game just keeps getting better and better. There are some little minor frustrations. But otherwise, I mean, this game is really cool. And I can just pull in and park my vehicle. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. And we're done. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. In the next episode, we will get to the testing facility. And we will go and get that data disk. I might do some stuff in between episodes. I don't know. We are advancing a lot faster now, so that's pretty cool. I mean, the numbers are probably 10 times more. I'll maybe put in a few more seeds, some trees or something into that facility. And it's looking pretty crazy right now. And I'll keep saving up carbon rods. We've got enough for another tree over there. And we still have trees to research. So I may do a few more of those between episodes. But yep, here's the big takeaway from this episode. Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!